place where we cut through the hype, keep the excitement, and tell you what a new car is really worth in the real world. And today we are talking about a name that instantly hits both nostalgia and curiosity at the same time. The new next-generation 2026-27 Toyota FJ Cruiser SUV. Now, one thing to get right from the start. Toyota has officially unveiled this vehicle as the Land Cruiser FJ, with Japan launch planned around mid-2026. So yes, the spiritual FJ Cruiser comeback is real, but it is wearing a new Land Cruiser identity. And that is exactly why this SUV matters. This is not just another lifestyle crossover pretending to be adventurous. Toyota is positioning it as a compact, 5-seat, body-on-frame Land Cruiser with part-time 4WD, a 2.7-liter gasoline engine, a 6-speed automatic, and dimensions that keep it shorter and more maneuverable than the larger 250 series Land Cruiser. In prototype form, it measures 4,575 millimeters long, 1,555 millimeters wide, 1,960 millimeters wide, 128 millimeters wheelbase, and Toyota says the shorter wheelbase helps deliver a 5.5-meter minimum turning radius while preserving genuine off-road ability. And honestly, that is the first reason I think people are already falling for this thing. The new FJ does not look soft, confused, or overly polished. It looks purpose-built. Toyota says the design mixes traditional and modern Land Cruiser cues with a square cabin, strong rectangular body, chamfered edges, removable segmented corner bumpers for better repairability, and flared fenders to reinforce that tough functional stance. In simple words, it looks like a proper little tank. Something you would be proud to park in the city, but also something you would actually trust once the asphalt ends. Inside, this is where the new FJ becomes much easier to live with than the old-school off-roaders people remember. Toyota's official reveal talks about a horizontal instrument panel, controls laid out to reduce eye movement, good forward visibility through a low-set cowl, and a low belt line to help you read the terrain better off-road. The Thailand market vehicle page adds the more practical details buyers really care about. A 12.3-inch touchscreen with wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, a 7-inch T-Fit meter, dual-zone automatic climate control, an 8-way power-adjustable driver seat, and rear seats that slide up to 75 millimeters in 5 paddies and fold in a 55-45 split. That matters because this SUV is not just trying to be rugged, it is trying to be usable every day. Now let's talk capability, because if this part is weak, the whole FJ story falls apart. Toyota says the Land Cruiser FJ uses a platform refined from the MV series, with attention paid to ground clearance, approach angle, underfloor bracing, and body rigidity. More importantly, Toyota claims wheel articulation comparable to the 70 series, which is a big statement if you know Land Cruiser history. The Thailand market highlights back that up with part-time 4WD TAS, a rear differential lock, auto-limited slip differential, hill start assist, downhill assist control, and a shortened wheelbase chassis. So no, this is not a fake adventure SUV. On paper, it looks like the real thing. Safety and driver assistance also look much stronger than people might expect from a compact body-on-frame off-roader. Toyota's global reveal confirms Toyota Safety Sense, including pre-collision safety functions. The Thailand market details go further, listing blind spot monitor, rear cross traffic alert, lane departure alert, all-speed dynamic radar cruise control, parking support brake, panoramic view monitor with off-road mode, adaptive high-beam system, and 7 airbags. That is a very important point, because one of the easiest ways to justify this SUV as a daily driver is when you can say yes, it still gives you the modern safety layer people now expect. Now the big question everybody asks first, price. In Thailand, Toyota is listing the Land Cruiser FJ 4WD 2.45 21.7 from $326,900. And Toyota's own site shows it positioned surprisingly close to the Fortuner leader at $31,339,000. That is a really aggressive move because it keeps this vehicle looking like a true entry point into the Land Cruiser family rather than some overpriced nostalgia Prada. And once you compare that with the larger 2027 Toyota Land Cruiser in the US, which starts at $57,880, you immediately understand the strategy. The FJ is supposed to be the more accessible, more compact, more youthfully rugged Land Cruiser. price comparison is where this gets interesting. A 2026 Jeep Wrangler starts at $36,035. A 2026 Ford Bronco starts at $40,495, and a 2026 Defender 110 starts at $63,500. So if Toyota can keep the FJ in many markets somewhere around the lower Wrangler to Bronco zone, it lands in a sweet spot. It would undercut the Defender by a huge margin, sit far below the larger Land Cruiser, and still feel more premium and more durable than many mainstream crossovers. But if local taxes and imports push it too close to premium SUV money, then the value conversation gets tougher very quickly. Ownership cost is where I think Toyota has a real opportunity to win buyers who are tired of high-maintenance image cars. Every eligible new Toyota in the USS comes with a maintenance plan covering 2 years or 25,000 miles at no cost. And Toyota continues to perform extremely well on resale value, with Kelley Blue Book naming Toyota its 2026 Best Resale Value brand. Now, exact market-by-market FJ service costs are still unknown, and fuel economy has not been officially published in the launch material found. So I do not want to pretend those numbers are confirmed. But the bigger pattern is clear. Toyota usually wins the long game better than the flashy alternatives. So if you were thinking beyond the first impression and into year 3, year 5, or resale time, that matters a lot. And this brings me to the human opinion part, because on paper is one thing, but living with a car is another. I think the best version of this FJ story is not, look how futuristic it is. The best version is, look how honest it is. It is compact without feeling cheap. It is off-road focused without being stripped bare. It gives you the stance, toughness, spare wheel attitude, short wheelbase fun, and brand heritage that many people want. But it also adds the touchscreen, the safety tech, the climate control, and the day-to-day comfort that modern buyers refuse to give up. And that combination is exactly why I think this SUV will hit a very emotional nerve with the market. Of course, it is not perfect, and if you are serious about buying one, you need to be honest about the trade-offs. The pros are clear, strong identity, authentic body-on-frame construction, real 4-wall hardware, smart safety tech, useful cabin technology, sliding rear seats, and the kind of Toyota reputation that usually helps both confidence and resale. The cons are also real. The 2.7-liter engine's 163 PS output is not exciting on paper. This will not be a fast SUV. Ride comfort may still feel more truck-like than a crossover. Fuel economy may be only average or worse, and some buyers may want more power or a hybrid option that has not been announced in the official reveal material. So, would I recommend it? Yes, but with a condition. If your dream SUV is something rugged, dependable, compact enough to enjoy, and capable enough to take seriously off-road, then this is one of the most interesting new Toyotas in years, and I would absolutely keep it high on the shortlist. But if your priorities are smooth urban comfort, quick acceleration, class-leading fuel efficiency, and premium luxury softness, then you may be better off with a crossover, a hybrid-focused SUV, or even stepping up to a different part of the market. The FJ is not trying to please everybody. And weirdly, that is exactly why it may become a hit. My final take is simple. The new 2026-27 Toyota FJ Cruiser, or more accurately, the Land Cruiser FJ, looks like Toyota has remembered something very important. People do not always want the biggest SUV, the fastest SUV, or the most expensive SUV. Sometimes they want the one with character, the one that feels engineered for a reason, and the one that still feels cool 5 years later. If pricing stays sensible in your market, I would call this a buy for the right buyer. Not because it is perfect, but because it knows exactly what it wants to be. And in today's SUV world, that is rarer than it should be. And now I want your honest opinion. Would you take the new Toyota Land Cruiser FJ over the Wrangler, Bronco, or Defender? Drop your pick in the comments, subscribe to the Car Analyst, and I will see you in the next one. If you want this turned into a more viral version with stronger hook lines, pause points, and cinematic voiceover pacing, say, make it more viral.